And we are underway in Buffalo. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped it to 17. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota. The drive will start with an option going left. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Mariota. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback. As everybody was up at the line of scrimmage, he just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, he's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first three, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Mariota now. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
First and 10, it's Patterson. Up to the 20.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Mariota. Flushed out right. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play fake. Mariota out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Throwing is Mariota. And that is incomplete. So that's
the defense certainly did its part and got him the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Uncorks one for Davis, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out
touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, 38 yards. And the Bills post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-grab?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll be searching to dent the scoreboard for the first time. Now down 8-0 as they begin with a 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. first down going back to Patterson.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Mariota. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jair Elam makes it quick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The left side caught by Diggs. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his pass is caught. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line. So the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Falcons offense and Marcus Mariota back onto the field. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And complete to Drake London. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Mariota's throw taken in by London. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is going to confidence. Not a lot of point yet flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Josh Allen and the Bills set to take over again. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 2nd of this first half, as he'll try again on 1st down here. To the air, Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. But the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mariota. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a...
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football, and this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And that one's spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. On play action, Allen. He'll buy some time right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Moss. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Singletary diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, still throwing here with a big third-quarter lead, but that time this defense gets a measure of revenge.
One of the few positive moments they've had on either side of the football, really. Things have definitely not gone their way, but maybe their offense can seize on this and put some points on the board.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mariota, and he's going to go down. That goes over 5-yard line. It's a sack. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there and will wreak his usual havoc. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jair Elam makes it quick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Allen now looks to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bills are pouring it on. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Falcons back out getting set for this next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here's Mariota. And now here's another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. And that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got a tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
On 2nd and 10, Allen throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And again, it's Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown. O.J. Howard, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Pass on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to think.
Back now in Buffalo. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I get the backups in there for me.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 35 yards. And the Bills add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Tyler Bass now for the point after. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
if you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And Oliver, that time to want to get in there and bring him down. The sack backs him up, so now Mariota and Atlanta dealing with a 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw.
Into the hands of London.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Mariota. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a 3rd of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Mariota now. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. To return is McKenzie.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out of this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen. And he's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great prep work.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
A 1st down throw for Mariota.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mariota. Pass complete to Bird out right here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Mariota again.
Got a man, it's London. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Mariota on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Mariota now to throw on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And some space here. A big play here for Buffalo. 51 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle,